World Elder Abuse Day is June 15th. A Memphis nonprofit called Meritan, an organization these ladies represent, has a dedicated team that works to prevent elder abuse. Joining us today to talk about how Meritan does this important work is Liz Dayton and Nirali Zalawadia. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, it's an important subject. So the Meritan team provides emergency services to our elders living in neglect and unsafe environments. How does Meritan respond when you learn of these cases?
Well, the first thing that we do is we have a care team that goes out, and that consists of a social worker, a nurse, and sometimes our medical director, who is a doctor, that will also go and assess the situation. And we are able to also put people in emergency housing that's appropriate for seniors.
Okay. How is Meritan funded? Is it all donations?
Yes.
Yes, specifically the CREA, our CREA program is all donation based, or
And
donation
CREA,
and grant funded.
CREA stands for what?
Coordinated Response to Elder Abuse.
Ah, very good. Thank you. All right. How big is the staff that responds?
Well, we have 2 social workers, and and normally one of them will work a case at a time, and then 1 nurse and 1 doctor, and then but it's a coordinated response, so it's a team of people. So it works with all the different fire departments, the police departments, and those types of things. So it's a coordination.
Very good. If someone suspects elder abuse, what should they do?
They need to report to Adult Protective Services. We are a mandatory report state. So no matter if you just suspect abuse, when in doubt, speak out and report to the Adult Protective Services.
What happens when a family feels overwhelmed? Say they have limited means and they have a senior who is suffering from dementia or a related issue, and they feel like they're overwhelmed with the care of an individual. What should they do?
Well, sometimes most families don't know what the resources they have. Meritan will launch a dementia model on July 1. We are collecting a wait list as of right now, so feel free to reach out, and then we can put a schedule for after July 1 for assessments.
So people who have a family member who's suffering from dementia can
Yes, sir.
get on this list and
Yes.
hopefully get a meeting with some staff at some point?
At some point, there are certain qualifications that you have to go through to qualify for that, but you can always call, because if we're not able to help in that program, we could possibly help with CREA, because caregiver burnout is a serious situation and leads to abuse and neglect, sometimes unintentional. However, we would rather step in prior to than waiting until it falls apart.
Yeah. So my family has deep experience with this. Sadly, both of my parents suffered from dementia of one degree or another. And my dad left a healthy estate to take care of my mother. But, it's just still a challenge. Everybody in the family felt overwhelmed with the care, even though, we were people you would not normally consider overwhelmed,
It's very challenging, because people don't think about that these are once functioning, complete adults that made their own decisions. And when you start trying to make decisions for them and they don't want you to, or they don't agree with your decision, and it's because of the disease process, it makes it even more and more challenging, because your goal as a caregiver is about their dignity, and it's very hard to make decisions that they don't want and keep their dignity intact. So it can be very overwhelming and challenging, and helping navigate that and being just a support system is something that is very important to all of us in the Shelby County area and those on this team.
What else would you like to say about World Elder Day that you wanted to share?
It's please know your resources, and please know that you can always report to APS, and please head over to meritan.org. See what we have a whole informational page on CREA, and then other ways to donate.
Yeah,
to
let's
help your
talk about
community.
ways to donate very quickly, because if you are funded solely by the community, you really do count on those contributions to come in. And how can people give?
They can give at Meritan.org. We do get grants also in there, little grants here and there, but we're primarily donations. And at Meritan.org, Meritan.org.
Very good. Well, thank you both very much for sharing some time with us on A Better Memphis. And thank you for your commitment to taking care of our older population.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Well, when we come